in the 2000s, okay, we're in a whole nother decade. We're in the 2000s now. Okay, you've done a ton of things. People know you everywhere, obviously. You've done the local market with South Florida.
Right.
You've done the international market. You've done, from what I hear, you went to Brazil and stuff. Is that true?
Yes.
You really sprung out.
My biggest record, Big Dick. They still play that in Brazil. I'm getting ready to go over there.
You know how cool those people are.
Yes, and they extra freaky.
Yeah.
And they can play those kind of records on the radio because they can't understand the words. They just love the beat and the chant.
They love, exactly.
Remember what you told me they said? Remember back in the days when you told me what they used to sing?
Chris, I smoke too much weed. I used to smoke too much weed. I'm not gonna say that.
So from 2000 to 2011, what's happening with Kooley C? What's different?
I just look at life different.
Okay.
It was a book that Jock D gave me. Him and one of our good friends, Brad, and you don't even know the name of the book.
Who, me?
Yes.
He don't know.
What's the name of the book?
Behold a Pale Horse.
Oh my God!
He knew the book?
Yes. Because
That's fantastic.
Since I read that book.
He really gave you the book?
Yes.
That's a true story.
Yeah, that's a true story.
Jock, you gave him the book. Why?
Because he is.
I was just always
No,
on that too.
You never give me no book. So when do you decide to give him a book? What happens?
Well, you got to understand something about Kooley C. If it wasn't for Kooley C, there wouldn't be a Jock D.
I know.
So,
you were in the audience, same time I was. Run DMC concert.
Mm-hmm.
You're in Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard, across from the freaking mall, and you're listening to Kooley C. And you say, "That's what I want to do. This guy's awesome." Blah 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 blah.
Well, I was already doing my thing, but when I saw Kooley on stage, I realized that you could be from West Palm Beach and do it.
Yes.
But where do you?
That's when it clicked for me. I was like, this guy's from here doing this.
But where do you?
I'm gonna do this.
But
Look at him when you said talk about that.
But listen,
Let's talk about that for a little bit.
Okay, so
We got Jock.
you're in West Palm Beach. You're in off Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard. It's the Jehovah's Witness Convention Center now. But
Palm Beach
back then it
Auditorium,
was
back
totally
in the
different,
days.
obviously. And you know Kooley C's playing there, or do you know him, or do you know
I know
anything about
nothing
him,
about
or are you
him.
just going to see
Nope.
Run DMC?
I was going to see Run
and you just
DMC.
happen to see Kooley C.
And the Beastie Boys.
Okay, and the Beastie Boys never even showed up.
Exactly.
Because
At this time, me and Calvin already been friends like damn near 15 years.
Yeah.
So he's like my brother at this time. Not only the mentor, the guy that got me into doing what I'm doing, but he's one of my best friends.
Yes.
So it was a book that I thought like had a lot of knowledge, and I told Kooley to check it out, and he liked
Yeah,
it.
that was a really good. It is a really good book.
so it was a good book, and it still is a good book.
Yes. That and it's another book called Sid Author. Name is a guy named Herman Hesse, and it's talk about friendship and just about life in a fork in the road, and those kind of books that I like to read to open your mind instead of this lane. Let's look at the whole picture of life. But I still love music. That's the only thing I've ever done. I had one job, but ever since then, now I've been recording. I have a recording studio, a couple of artists that I've been recording, and me and this guy named Jealous J. His name Jelly J, but his name is Jim Johnson because of the way I talk. So I would always say Jim Johnson. I would say everything is a Jim Johnson, but I would always talk about my Jim Johnson, meaning my Jim Johnson, my ding-a-ling.
That's true.
Yeah, and so,
That's why it's Jim Johnson.
and that's a good friend. Him and Jock D had a big group, Jock D and Jealous J, and they had a song called Party Time, and their records played more than my records on the radio because they had more pop appeal, you know. But we were still good friends, and I would always, what's the word?
Encourage and
Not encourage. Help them or say, hey, these my people, they the shits.
You know,
You
like steal all the
involved-
tires off the car,
Yeah,
park
I
in the
used to
Palm
do
Beach
that
Mall.
too.
you'd say, what the fuck? These are my peeps. Right.
Yeah, and I loved all the things that they've done. With Chris, what he Jock, what he's doing, I love what he's doing. He's doing his rock and roll band and still doing the engineering and making beats and you know and doing it to all the pretty girls.